Annyeonghaseyo. Hello. This is chapter 4 from the Easy English Lessons book by Dr. Chao Kyung Mi of Andong University and Professor Charles L. Olmsted of Gimcheon University. Chapter 4 is about jobs. Vocabulary. Soldier, soldier. Father was a soldier but stayed in Daejeon. Grandfather was a soldier for 20 years. Barber, barber. Father likes talking to the barber when he gets a haircut. A barber needs to know different styles. Builder, builder. Some builders have to work high off the ground. Builders have a dangerous job. Astronaut, astronaut. It would be exciting for an astronaut to go into space. The first astronauts were animals. Cook, cook. Some cooks become famous and have a TV show. A cook can learn a lot trying things in the kitchen. Painter, painter. It takes a lot of talent and some luck to be a painter. A painter can have different styles. Dentist, dentist. It takes many years to become a dentist. Some dentists just put braces on people. Doctor, doctor. Mother wants me to be a doctor. I want to be an animal doctor. Engineer, engineer. I want to work as a train engineer. You need to be smart in math and science to be an engineer. Farmer, farmer. Farmers work hard in the heat and rain. There are many farmers around Gimcheon who grow apples and grapes. Policeman, policeman. I wonder if the policeman always catches the bad guys. My father and mother are both policemen. Fireman, fireman. A fireman does more than put out fires. People have to go to special school to become a fireman. Nurse, nurse. Mother and grandmother were both nurses. There are different types of nurses. Pilot, pilot. Some people become a pilot before they drive a car. I want to join the Air Force and become a pilot. Teacher, teacher. A teacher has to talk a lot. My mother was a high school science teacher. Sentences. The words in parentheses can be interchanged, or you can add your own. Father wanted to be a dentist, but he wasn't good at science. Father wanted to be a doctor, but he wasn't good at science. Father wanted to be an engineer, but he wasn't good at science. Mother will return to work as a teacher when I turn 12. Mother will return to work as a nurse when I turn 12. Mother will return to work as a policeman when I turn 12. You have to be very brave to be a pilot. You have to be very brave to be a fireman. You have to be very brave to be an astronaut. Father said when he gets older, he may quit his job and work as a cook. Father said when he gets older, he may quit his job and work as a farmer. Conversation between Yi-jun and Mother. Mother, why are you a nurse? I like helping sick people. It feels good seeing someone get well. The hospital seems like an interesting place. It is. There are so many different things happening there. Like what? Some people are born and others die there. But you work where the babies are born, right? Yes. Did you know babies start out crying? They stop when their mothers hold them. Questions. What job does Mother have? 2. What area does she work? 3. What do babies start out doing? Discussion. 1. What jobs do your father and mother have? 2. What job do you want? 3. What job looks interesting? 4. What do you think is a dangerous job? Voices. What is your dream job? The best job would be athlete, especially soccer player. They get paid lots of money to play soccer. You would be a superstar on TV. Everybody would know you. You would always have to be in great shape, though. Do-young. It would be good to be a doctor so you could save people. You could help people get well and stop them from dying early. The bad thing is you go to school for a very long time. Sometimes you work all night. Miran. Astronaut would be exciting. You would be going up into space so fast you could look down on Earth and be close to the moon and Mars. When you get up there, you just float. I'd like to be the first person on Mars. Yunsuk. I'd like to be a Navy pilot and keep the country safe. Father and grandfather were both in the Navy, so I may go to sea. Father showed me around a submarine a few times, and it's interesting. But I may be too tall, so I will just be a soldier. Chelsu. A nurse is very helpful to the doctor and patient. Working in the emergency or operating room would be life and death. You could see all types of accidents. You can't be scared of blood or needles. Song. Questions. Who wants to be off the ground for their jobs? Where does Hyunsuk want to go? 3. Who would go to school many years? 4. Who will be on TV a lot? And what 2 places does Song mention for excitement? Did you know 3 of the most dangerous jobs involve building houses? They are carpenter, painter, and roofer. They may have to climb high places to work, so they could fall. Some of the easiest jobs are things you may already do. These are actual jobs. Video game tester, dog walker, water slide tester, and ice cream taster. Some jobs that were popular 100 years ago no longer exist. Because of modern technology, these jobs have disappeared. They are elevator operator, bowling alley pin setter, lamp lighter, and human alarm clock. Reading. Korean astronaut. Lee So-yeon is the only Korean astronaut to go into space. She launched in a capsule from a Russian spaceport on April 8, 2008. He lived aboard the International Space Station. She circled Earth for 10 days and returned home on April 19th. He was born in Gwangju. She liked science at an early age. She earned her bachelor and master's degrees from KAIST in Daejeon. He was classified as a spaceflight participant for the trip. She conducted 18 science experiments. She studied the effects of gravity and experimented with fruit flies. The mission was a success. On re-entry, the landing was rough and it gave her back pain. He resigned from the space program in 2014. Questions. What is the hometown of Korea's first astronaut? 2. What year did Lee So-yeon go into space? How many days was she in space? 4. Where did she get her undergraduate degree? 5. Name 2 experiments she conducted. And discussion questions. Would you want to go into space? 2. What would be your biggest worry about space travel? 3. What would you want to do in space? Do you think people will be able to vacation in space? And 5. Would you want to live in space? Listen and fill in the blanks with the correct word, then practice reading the paragraph with your partner. You have to go to school for a long time to be a doctor. You need to be real smart in science and math. The same with being a dentist who takes care of your teeth. A nurse doesn't go to school as long as a doctor, but they are also important. Keeping us fed takes many workers. It starts with the farmer who grows vegetables and fruit. They also raise cows and pigs for us to eat. Truck drivers bring the food to get processed or to a store. A store clerk sells the bread we eat and milk we drink. A cook at a restaurant prepares a meal for us. Paragraph C words. Policeman, soldier, pilot, astronaut, fireman. You have to be brave to be a blank. They go into burning buildings to save lives. Blank is a dangerous job because you never know when a criminal will shoot. The same with a blank in time of war. A blank also has a risky job because if they crash, many people usually die. But I think the most dangerous job is blank because if you have trouble in space, no one can go help you. Painter, barber, teacher, builder, engineer. A blank does more than cut hair. They also style and color hair. They have to get the lines just right. A blank sometimes uses angles to paint. A blank uses angles in building houses and bridges. A blank also uses math in his design job. I guess my math blank was correct when she said everyone needs math. Grammar oddity. Words that sound the same but are spelled differently are called homophones. They also have different meanings. Some of the more common homophones are 2, 1, blue, 8, here, I, would, for, past, night, by, see, where, road, and fair. Homophone exercise. Circle the homophones in each line. 1. I don't know what to wear. Where are we going? 2. I ate 7 slices of pizza. No, it was 8. Number 1, where? Number 2, 8. Grammar past tense. Verbs have 3 tenses: present, future, and past. When it is past tense, it could be 1 second ago, 1 day ago, or 1 million years ago. There are regular and irregular verbs. This is about regular verbs. Irregular verbs are in the next chapter. Most verbs are easy to change from present to past tense. You just add an ed to the word. Walk, walked. Play, played. Watch, watched. If the word ends in Y and the letter in front of the Y is a consonant, then you switch the Y to an I and add ed. Cry, cried. Try, tried. If the word ends in an E, then just add the D. Hope, hoped. Swipe, swiped. Share, shared. If the word ends in a consonant and the letter right before it is a vowel, then we double the consonant and add ed. Hop, hopped. Chop, chopped. Flap, flapped. If the word ends in a vowel, then an X, just add ed. Box, boxed. Fill in the blank with the correct form of the verb in parentheses. The dentist blanked my cavity. So the word is filled, so just add ed. Filled.